What's up, everybody? It's your boy DC coming to you from that grind house. Welcome into Hater Nation. What we're going to talk about today is playing the mind game with opponents. Okay, and that is really what is going to take your game to the next level. I know a lot of people don't think about it. They just want to run certain plays that are good, and they don't play the mind game that is involved in this game. If you can play the mind game, then you can shut down a lot of people. Okay, so what you want to do is start to realize, like, when you're calling these defenses, you really want to have the thought in mind that you're trying to gain an advantage. Okay, once you put a person in the way of actually calling something because what you're calling, you're starting to win the battle in the mind game. Don't just sit in one play though. Okay, that is the worst thing to do unless they can't stop it. All right, now if they start to stop it, then you're going to have to make adjustments, and that's what we're going to show you here with the defense that I'm running. Okay, so this defense comes out of the 3-4 odd, which is in the Patriots playbook. That's the one I run it out of, but you can run it out of any defensive playbook that has the 3-4. Okay, so we're gonna run the 3-4 odd, and the plays that we're going to run, which I'm gonna make this a 2-part video. The first part is going to be the longest portion of it, and you're going to see how I'm going to give people fits. I'm not gonna stay in this defense the whole time unless they can show that they can move the ball on this defense. Once they show they can move the ball, then I'll move on to something else. Okay, so what we're going to call as far as plays is going to be the cover 4 drop show 2. This is going to be the pinch dog 2 press and the pinch buck 0. Okay, all these plays are going to have that ability to shut down what your opponent is trying to do. Okay, so we're going to start out by calling this cover 4 drop show 2. And then I am going to go to the empty base chief. And then I want to actually move to kill to the outside. Hate when they do that. Okay, we're gonna move to the outside. And then I'm just gonna call this shot deep post. Okay. We're going to respot the ball here, if it'll let me. Okay, there we go. All right. So in this play here, what you're going to do, so you can see it, and every single time I come out, I'm going to hit the Y for the coverage adjustments. Okay, and I'm going to base align, hit the Y again, show blitz. This is going to give this play a sugar look. Okay, and when you have that sugar look, you're going to be able to cause fits for most of the opponents out there. And that's all you kind of want to do is cause fits. Okay, now no matter what play you're going to call, whether it be the cover 2, the pinch buck 0, or this, you're going to base align and show blitz. Now, for me, what I'll do is I'll control the deep safety on this side or that side, depending on, you know, where they're throwing it or which way that they're running the play. But most of the time, I'm going to control this high deep safety. All right, and really, what I want to do is if they're running the ball a lot, okay, you don't want to global blitz all. You're still going to give them this look, but what's going to happen here is if they're running, the guys in the outside zones are actually going to help better in the run versus if they were just blitzing. Okay, if they're in a heavy run package, they're actually going to get stopped. You can leave it stock. If they're running a heavy ton, you can still control this deep high safety and you can come up and make a play. Okay, but what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start out by doing it, which generally causes people to punt the ball. And in playing that mind game, you want people to give up their first possession, because if they give up their first possession, you're winning. Okay, and that's all you want to do is have a good start to actually trying to win the game. Okay, because if, let's say, they get the ball first, okay, that means you get ball at half, you get them to give you your first possession, you go down, score a touchdown, you are already up one possession because you get the ball back at half. So they gave up their first possession, plus you get ball back at half. That is equating to you winning. Okay, if you get the ball first, you go down and score, and it's really critical. If you get the ball first, you want to put up 3 points. A lot of people will go for it because it's Madden and they want to score touchdowns, yada yada, whatever. But if you get the ball first, it is really critical to put up any kind of points that you can put. So if it's 3 points, take your 3. All right, because once you come out with this defense, this is going to force them to punt. And when it forces them to punt, they're going to be in their mind thinking, even on defense, they're going to be thinking the whole time, like, how can I shut down this defense that you're running here? So what you're going to do in this defense is you're just going to global blitz all. Okay. Then you're going to QB contain. And then you're going to slant inside, outside. It doesn't really matter. You want to make sure that you're not slanting left. So slant outside, slant inside, slant right, whatever. We'll slant right here and there so you can see it. And what this is going to help is the edge guy, he will actually come down, versus if you slant it to the left, he wouldn't come down. He's going to try and find a different way. And I don't know why that is, but it is very, very important in this that you're going to slant to the right, to the inside, or to the outside. Okay, so we're just going to slant inside, and we're going to show you this play here. So it comes straight down. I'm going to have a ton of time to throw the ball, but as you can see, they get through in about 5 or 6 seconds. That's going to give you enough time to hold the coverage. Okay, so once again, base align, show blitz, global blitz all. If you don't know how to do that, that is right on the D-pad, okay, for the linebackers, and then down on the right analog stick, which says blitz all. Okay, the right side of that actually were global things that you can do, whether it's the left outside linebacker blitz, the right outside linebacker blitz, or zone all. That's gonna help in stopping what they may try and do. So we're just going to go ahead and global blitz all, QB contain. And with this QB contain, I'm not sure. We'll send Y out on a route because I think he's going to block here. Yeah, we'll send Y out on a route. And because I didn't slant inside, watch what happens. Okay, he actually didn't do it that time, which is nice. But sometimes, I don't know, it's really, really weird because I'll show you here. The base align, show blitz, global blitz all. So as you can see here, that outside guy is actually trying to blitz on the inside. And even if you QB contain it, sometimes he will try and blitz on that inside. He won't come out to the outside free. Only because if you see the other defensive lineman, he's going to the outside. It is really, really weird on why he does that. I don't know, but it will happen. So make sure that you global inside, slant inside, or slant right, or slant left, depending on which way they could be potentially running. And then you're going to be able to shut down the run with your guy, which is definitely something that you are gonna have to learn with your user, is how to shut down that route. So if they're running heavy, a lot of the times, run heavy set, you're going to want to take one of your outside guys, whatever way you think he's gonna run it, one of your outside DBs, and man him up with the tight end. He'll actually come in free if they're trying to run. Okay, and once you start shutting down that run, you can kind of go back. But it's all about that guessing game, all about that mind game. You in the game, he done got off a couple of good runs. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that so we can shut him down. Okay, I wouldn't do that immediately, but you kind of want to do that to shut him down and do what you need to do. So that's going to be the first look. Now, after I get into it, okay, and I take the first drive away, which is always critical. I want to take your first drive away. Once I take your first drive away, then I'm going to start making adjustments to what you could potentially do. So on my linebackers, when you double tap the right directional pad, all your linebackers are going to have a certain set of adjustments that I'm going to make. They're only going to have one adjustment other than the B outside receiver. He's going to have multiple adjustments that I may call, but that's further down the line on what he may be doing. Okay, so one of the adjustments that I may call for the B receiver is a hard flat, a vertical hook, or a QB spy. So those are going to help shut down little slant routes or spot routes or things like that in that nature. So we'll just leave him on a blitz. Here, we'll back to QB contain. The other three are just going to have one adjustment that I'm going to call, and it's going to literally be left on the left analog stick. So that guy's going to be in a hard flat. This guy would be in a hook curl, and A would be in a hook curl. Okay. Now, I'm not going to call all of those out there. I'm not going to put them in different zones. The zones don't work well. All right. So every single time I'm going to be blitzing 5 guys. So if I global blitz all, QB contain, slant inside, what I'm going to do is I may send the Y on a hook curl, and then I'll send X on a hard flat. Okay. So you're going to see 5 guys. I don't know why that guy, normally he stays contained, but there they just was acting kind of funky. But here you're going to be sending 5 guys at him and 6 out. And then I'm just going to cover a large portion of this side of the field. Okay. If he looks like he's trying to attack my side, let's global blitz all, QB contain. If he looks like he's trying to attack my side, then I'll go ahead and send B on a hard flat, right? Or I'll send B on a vertical hook. Very rarely will I send out the A. It's really, really rare. I won't send out my A linebacker at all because I feel like I can cover it, or if I need help, I'll call the vertical hook. I like the vertical hook better than the hook curl. So I call it on my side just so I can shut down what I need to, or if I have to play deeper down the field if he's trying to attack me with 2 receivers, because a lot of people are going to try and attack your user when you're coming in that fast. And once they try and attack your user, you'll be able to cook them. All right. The next one is very, very important. And this is if you are specifically playing a fast receiver like a Tyreek Hill. I think Marquise Goodwin is pretty fast. And then Hollywood Brown from the Ravens is pretty fast. Okay. You have to know your fast receivers out there, because in this defense, Tyreek Hill is actually going to cook the outside guy. And that's why I wanted to do this here. So we're going to be blocking 7 here. And then I can just deep bomb it to Tyreek Hill. And as you can see, Tyreek Hill caught that. I threw it a little late, so he wasn't able to get the 1-play touchdown, but we'll look at it here. Okay, so as you see, Tyreek Hill, he's so fast that he even when my outside blue turns around, he's not going to be able to shut down a really, really fast receiver. Now, most of the receivers, as long as they are under 90, 97 speed, if it's 96, he actually can get there. But 97 speed, 98, 99, the guy's just going to get cooked. He's just going to get cooked. Okay. What you're going to do in order to shut that down. Okay. So what you're going to do, same thing, base align, show blitz. This is going to move my guys down. Global blitz all, slant inside. Okay. QB contain. Right? Slant, whatever. QB contain. Okay. So in order to shut down those fast receivers, and you got to be fast with this adjustment, go into game mode, play against the computer, and just practice manning up that receiver on that side. Okay. Because this adjustment is a little bit harder to do. But what you're going to do is you're going to double tap Y, select the receiver that's over there, which is the X. You're going to man him up on Tyreek Hill. Okay, now that's not it, because he'll still get cooked in this. All right, then you're going to hit the Y, then the A for individual, as you can see there down at the bottom left. Hit A for individual, select Tyreek Hill, tell him to back off. Okay, the reason you do that is because now he's going to be able to keep up with Tyreek Hill. I got sacked, but that doesn't matter. You're going to see the difference in how he played, which I wish you could just tell him to back off. But once I make my adjustments, he won't back off. Okay, because he's set where I told him to set. He won't back off of him. But as you can see there, Tyreek Hill all the way down the field, he's not outrunning my man. So if the blitz had held up, right, I'd be able to deep bomb it, but Tyreek Hill will be covered every single time. Okay, so if you have that fast receiver, make sure you know your personnel, because that's going to also go into the mind game. You want to know your personnel that you're going against. Okay, very good to just study teams and figure out what they're doing. All right, and once you figure that out, you can almost run it with anybody. I've been running with the Buffalo Bills. I've played with Carolina. I've played with Seattle, but mainly I play with my Bills. And being able to play with the Bills, you got to do extracurricular things. I know people are probably not happy with getting blitzed a ton, but I have to do that because my zones aren't going to cover. I don't have incredible players. The zones aren't going to pick anyone off. This is all pro, and those yellows just don't work. All right, they just don't. The yellows will just let people just go right by them, and they're supposed to hook curls, or the curl flats. I'm sorry, the curl flats won't do much either. Like, they'll let guys to the outside. I don't even know why they're there in these cover fours. They should be able to protect. In the man line, it's still going to play the same way, and I hate it. But this is the kind of stuff that I have to do in order to be successful with a random team. And then if you implement this with a really good team, like, you'll shut down people like crazy. So once again, for the last time, base align, show blitz, global blitz all, slant, inside, right, or outside. Okay. And then and then QB contain, I'm sorry. And that's going to get 2 free rushers and a 5 out. You're going to get 2 free rushers. It's going to be kind of hard. And RPOs, they're going to get sacked, right? Because they're coming in so fast. You're not even going to have a chance to throw RPOs. People have tried to throw RPOs like crazy. The one thing that may work, which this kind of shuts it down too, because they come in pretty fast, is the screenplay. The screenplay will work, but normally I can get over there in time, but the screenplay has the ability to work as well, and I feel it's necessary that you know that. So that's pretty much it for part 1. We'll go ahead and give you part 2 later on today. We'll give you 2 uploads. It's just this video was really long. This first part is ridiculous, but like you've seen in the gameplay at the beginning of the video, is gonna give people just crazy amounts of fits. So, but it's your boy DC. Always remember, embrace the hate and hate everybody.